Have you ever wondered what it was like to be at an adult figure skating competition? Well, here's how my British Adult Nationals went this year. Started off by making a brand new free skating dress with my nan, and then I moved on to making some pipe cleaner flowers for my tossies. So day before the competition, we go to get the train. I'm neurodivergent, so I got the direct train just so everything would be easy, booked seats, so then I know my luggage is near me, because last time my skates actually got stolen off the train. When we got to the train, our seats were taken, and I wasn't about to argue with people, but at least we were on the train. And then the train got cancelled halfway to Sheffield. I've been having some pretty bad competition anxiety before this as well, so this did not set me up to a good start, but we did eventually get to Sheffield. Got to the hotel, hung my dresses up, stomach wasn't feeling that bad at this point, and I was thinking, oh my god, yay, my anxiety is going away. It was not. Rushed over to the rink because I wanted to watch some of the pattern dance because one of my friends was doing it, and I just wanted to get used to the rink again. Here's me imitating what would then happen later in the day. I'm gonna be real with you guys, my stomach was in so much pain that night, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do the competition the next day. Like, I was just lying in bed thinking, I'm dying, like, I don't even know what was wrong, so I went home. Just kidding, this is just me going to the practice ice at 6 o'clock in the morning the next day. I was still feeling a little uneasy, but I did manage to practice ice. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. My sit spin was playing about, it had been playing about 2 weeks before though, so here's like the best one I got on the practice ice, and I've noticed my arm does this weird hovery thing when I go down into it. The sit spin definitely wasn't as good as it was last year, so that sucks. Oh, here's how I look after. You can see my like half red face. I then went back to the hotel to put some makeup on. I did want to watch some things that day. I did watch a little bit, but my stomach was still kind of hurting. Here's me freaking out. I just wanted to document what it probably looks like in my head. And now the anxiety this day was still so high because I'd actually won the free dance last year. So I was like, oh, I can only go downhill from here. But you know what? I did it. I went into the rink. I tried my hardest. Here's my dress. I still love my dress. Now, I'd actually changed quite a few things for my free dance like last minute because I'd noticed in the like rule book that I'd been doing my step sequence the wrong way, and I was like, I'm going to attempt double twizzles, which they were awful. But they somehow got called. So we made our way down to the warm-up, and then there was a technical issue, causing all of us to be stood there for quite a while. So the systems went down. So every single score after this was not called out, so none of us knew where we'd placed, which was actually kind of good because I didn't want to know. And here was a dreaded sit spin, which, by the way, in warm-up, I actually did such an awful one. It would never even got carried. And look how happy I'm here because I was like, oh my god, I got it. And at this point, we're just chilling, waiting for the scores to come out because obviously they weren't calling them out after our skates. And as soon as I found out the scores, I ran so fast to find Rianne. And here is the reaction when we found out that we had both placed. And the crazy thing was, I won again. Like, how did that happen? And the podium is the same as opens. I almost cried just because of all the stress and everything. Anyway, this is the next day. Here's me rushing to the rink with only half my makeup on because I'd woken up late. Now, this was for free skate, which for me is the most important one, but it's one that I'm like, I'm never going to place in, right? Because there's just so many people. In my category, there was 33 people, and it started at 7:30, but I still wasn't on until almost 10 o'clock. There's that many people in it. And sadly, they didn't live stream it this year, so I actually missed a few competitors in my group, and I really wanted to watch everyone. So I made my way down to the warm-up, and out of the 33 people, I was last to skate, which was kind of nerve-wracking because I was closing the group. And here's my really cool elite edge jacket, trying to look so cool, and then I do a turn and almost walk into the wall. Now here's something for me to work on, my opening position. What even happened? I think I actually almost fell over, and then I was just like, oh my god, great start. Now I don't remember much of my program, but here's some clips from it. I think it went okay. I remember getting up and being like, yeah, that was good, that was decent, other than the camel spin. Now, if you know me, camel spins are my absolute favourite thing. Like, it's the one thing that I'm like, yeah, this is my thing. Not at this competition. Here it is. What even happened? Now, at my last competition, my camel was actually better and didn't get called. This competition, it got called. It got called. I was very happy though. Look at my little, yes. And here's me picking up my rat. I'm very pleased with my rat. And then waiting for the scores. Here's me just being like, oh damn, yeah, I'll take 6th place. And the good thing with skating last is you don't have to calculate where you are. You're just like, I'm in 6th and that's it. Yeah, I was very pleased with the 6th place. As last year I came 10th, which wasn't bad to be fair, because there was also a lot of skaters last year, but it was just a nice little improvement. Now, the last event was artistic, and it wasn't till the end of the day, and I was in the last skating group again. Here's me dancing to Queen Card just while I talk. Had to change my entire hair and makeup, but I had tons of time to do it, so it was fine. I was kind of chill about this routine, because I wasn't really expecting anything, because I've never done artistic before. This part I actually do in my routine, kind of stole it from this dance. And so, because it's me, my tights had to rip before I go on. Luckily, I had like 4 spare pairs of tights, because I know what I'm like. And then, as I'm getting dressed back into this dress, I notice my armpits are really red, and I'm like, what is that? It's my other dress. The dye off the dress came off on my armpits where I'd been sweating because I was stressed. And so I had to cover it with concealer, which is what I'm doing here. It worked. Thank you to Charlie for suggesting this, because for some reason my little brain could not figure out how to cover it up. Now, there was a bit of an issue with the artistic. I thought I did pretty well. I'm going to just go into it very quickly. Usually, most skating competitions, they usually separate by gender and age group. For our artistic, they tried to not separate it at all. So they put like people who are 18 against people who are like 50 plus and put the boys and the girls together, which is totally unfair. Eventually, people complained enough that they'd eventually separate it into age groups, but didn't separate the gender. Meaning I was in joint 4th place because there was a boy in front of me. Also, just to add here, came back with a good camel for this routine. But even if he wasn't in front of me and the other girl who came joint 4th, there was a joint 1st, and they'd actually split them up and put the person who was actually in 2nd 3rd, and then put one of the people who was 1st into 2nd. There was just a lot of unfairness, and having the tism and having the strong sense of justice, oof, it really didn't work out. So I just left. So yeah, we were exhausted anyway, and just going home was the best thing for me to do. But other than that, and other than the stomach pains, the competition was really good. I was happy for most of it. The anxiety just was like, on one at this one. I'm just happy with my placements. Like, they were all decent placements. Like, I was very pleased with myself, if I'm honest. But yeah, thank you for everyone who was dealing with me at this competition. Like, I don't know how you do it. And the best part is, my skates didn't get stolen this time on the train back, so that's a plus.